ओके, मैं स्टार्ट करते हैं। टिल देन जब तक जिसने ज्वाइन करना होगा वो ज्वाइन कर लेगा। सो वेलकम एवरीवन। वी हैव नूर मुबीन फ्रॉम नॉर्वे। शी इज studying in Norway, but women in STEM scholarship. So Noor, can you give your introduction? Like आपने कहाँ से
Yeah.
पढ़ा और किस तरह से स्कॉलरशिप हंट की और क्या किया?
Should I share my screen first or just?
Yes, you can share your screen.
Okay. Okay, let me know if you can see it.
Yes, good.
Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, so everyone can see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Assalamu alaikum and hi to everyone. So the presentation is all about the Women in STEM scholarship, and this is Noor Mubin, and I'm doing masters currently at NTNU in Gjøvik, Norway. So going towards my introduction, I basically did my bachelor's in computer science and specialization in software engineering from Sakhar IB University. And I was awarded with a fully funded scholarship through OGDCL NTHP in 2K18. Yeah.
आपकी जो मेरे ख्याल आपने स्लाइड शो किया हुआ वो नजर नहीं आ रहा।
अच्छा। अभी भी नहीं आ रहा?
Yes, now it's visible.
अच्छा, स्लाइड शो में विजिबल नहीं हो रहा। अभी विजिबल नहीं है, अभी भी नहीं है।
नहीं, स्लाइड्स हमें विजिबल है पीपीटी, बट स्लाइड शो विजिबल नहीं है।
अच्छा, स्लाइड शो विजिबल नहीं है। मैं स्लाइड चेंज करूंगी तो नजर नहीं आ रही आपको?
हाँ, स्लाइड्स चल रही हैं बट वो नहीं है, मतलब जो पावर पॉइंट है ना वो चल रहा है,
हाँ
लेकिन उसके अलावा बाकी अभी आपकी इंट्रोडक्शन वाली चल रही है।
हाँ, सही
स्क्रीन
है। कोई
ठीक है,
कोई एनिमेशन है भी नहीं इसमें।
बस ठीक है, सही सही।
ठीक है। हाँ, सो बेसिकली या स्कॉलरशिप जो मेरी है वो OGDCL की तरफ से थी, NTHP 2K18, एंड देन आई वर्कड विद सॉफ्टवेयर इंडस्ट्री इन लाहौर फॉर अप्रोक्सीमेटली 2 years. I worked in two different companies, SS Systems in Lahore and then Alpha Bolt in Lahore. And basically, I was working there as a full stack developer. And then I was awarded with Women in STEM Scholarship in 2023, basically in February 2023. So I was waiting to give them a response. But then later I got this NORPART Connect Scholarship from Norway. So I thought it is even better to join that. I was just a little bit confused when I got two scholarships in one go. So I had to give both of them a comparison, and after everything, I just decided to go for the NORPART scholarship, and I was awarded with it in April 2023. So a little bit about this session and this scholarship of Women in STEM. Basically, it aims to support women who are pursuing advanced educations in STEM fields, any one of the STEM field, either science or engineering, mathematics or technology. This is funded by organizations, universities, and governments to encourage the diversity. So basically, there are many different universities who are providing this Women in STEM scholarship. You can go and search for each of the universities, and the list of universities is provided by the British Council in their main website. You can go and choose any of the university, and I will encourage you to apply to different university, because at the end you will only get one scholarship, one response from the university. And then the better thing is that you get a financial assistance which covers your tuition fees, living expenses, and much more, including some provides insurances, some even provides the IELTS fees, and they refund it to you once you get this scholarship.
Okay, that's really nice. Acha, so what's the very first step of getting into the scholarship? Like उसका पहला स्टेप क्या होगा? हम यूनिवर्सिटी कैसे सिलेक्ट करें और किस तरह से एक फर्स्ट स्टेप कैसे होता है?
सही है। एक थोड़ा तो मैं आगे फॉर्मली बताऊंगी, लेकिन अभी यहाँ के लिए फर्स्ट यू हैव टू सी कि आप जाना किस कंट्री में जाते हो, बिकॉज सम कंट्रीज हैव सम रिस्ट्रिक्शंस basically more, and some are not providing enough stipend for your survival, and they basically cut taxes and everything. So when I applied, I basically searched for top universities who are providing women in STEM, and they give you a rating. So if you all go to the British Council website, for the link I've provided it later in the PowerPoint, the main British Council website, and there you get a list of universities. So I basically opted for England, the University of Bath, and there you can simply apply for admission first. Just go for the admission first, and admission मिलने के बाद you get the opportunity to apply for a scholarship. And जब तक आपको admission नहीं मिलता, तब तक आप scholarship apply नहीं कर सकते. So the harder part is this basically get admission in the university, which was the same when I applied for NTNU. So the main purpose is to get admission by the university, and you can get the scholarship very easily then.
ओके, सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये कि जो आपने यूनिवर्सिटी शॉर्टलिस्ट की, ठीक है, उसका क्राइटेरिया क्या था, आपने किस हिसाब से वो शॉर्टलिस्ट की, एंड एडमिशंस कब ओपन होते हैं?
ठीक है, बेसिकली मैंने जब अप्लाई किया था तो there were not many universities who were taking applications because मेरा IELTS December में हुआ था. So I had to wait a little bit till the December to apply, because I didn't want to apply for without IELTS. Because मेरी university में I guess requirement थी IELTS की, and there are some universities which don't require IELTS, but I will very much encourage you all to apply with IELTS, because I have seen many people who applied with me without IELTS and they didn't get admission.
Okay, cool.
So I think that was a little bit benefit which I got, and the second benefit I got was my job experience. So first आपको university select करनी है. Just apply for admission. You can apply easily anytime. The admissions are open now, right now.
Okay.
There was a deadline which just passed on 8 November. So there are still many universities which are going to take your applications till February maximum. So I will encourage to apply now, because our application will at least take 15 days or 2 weeks. So basically requirements scholarship की मैं यहाँ पे mention कर रही हूँ जो मेरे वाले की थी, and they can differ for yours too, but you must identify as a woman, the plus point. And then
आपकी स्क्रीन आई थिंक शेयर हो रही है,
आपकी अप्लाई पे हूँ मैं, नजर आ रहा है आप लोग?
आपकी कौन सी स्लाइड नंबर चल रही है? मेरे पास, हमारे पास शो हो रही है इस वक्त 2.
ये वैसे थोड़ा सीन हो रहा है.
मे बी जस्ट आपने एक ही शेयर की हुई है, अगर आप शेयर इंटायर स्क्रीन करेंगे तो इजीली हो जाएगा.
चलो लेट मी डू इट अगेन. इंटायर स्क्रीन. हाँ अभी बताओ अच्छा.
ओके,
अभी स्क्रीन विजिबल है?
अब ठीक है बिल्कुल.
Okay. So you would be seeing the what is women in STEM, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Okay, now we are in the who can apply. So the requirements for applying for this scholarship is that you must be a woman first, and then the bachelor's degree in STEM related fields. So only the people who are pursuing a degree in this STEM related fields, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, can go for this scholarship. And basically there is MSc programs which you can apply for, and there are multiple MSc programs. Some are related to mathematics, some are science, some are health, some are specifically to engineering. So you need to choose which MSc program you want the admission in, and later you can't change, I feel like, लेकिन आपको देखना पड़ेगा specifically. Evidence of academic excellence. So basically your GPA or CGPA, the final transcript which you get from your university. It is even better if you can attach your degree, because I did. I submitted a complete transcript, and what many people does is after 7th semester you get a transcript which is a pre-transcript and they submitted that, and उसकी वजह से the people who are checking it basically thinks कि आपका अभी तक bachelor's खत्म ही नहीं हुआ हुआ. So it is very better कि आप with your final degree आप उसको apply करें ताकि they make you even more priority. So you should have interest in STEM careers and leadership, obviously, because the STEM is more like empowerment kind of scholarship. So when you get into this scholarship, it is sometimes a 1-year degree program at 2-year masters. So the one where I applied was only 1 year. So it is mostly about the leadership and careers. You get involved in many different activities. So I think it is very important कि आपका अपना interest होना चाहिए. Just don't apply randomly to any of the universities or program and later you will struggle. So it is always better to have interest. And then IELTS or any equivalent language test scores. So some people does GRE, some people does SAT, some takes IELTS. So I did IELTS and SAT both. I gave SAT when I was in FSC, I suppose, for LUM scholarship at that time for university. So I had that, and then I had this IELTS, which I submitted alongside. So किसी जगह required है, किसी जगह नहीं है. I will still say कि आप submit करें because that gives a priority for you to like get shortlisted. अच्छा screen change हुई आपके साथ?
जी set है.
Okay. So basically, my experience with Women in STEM scholarship is that applied for University of Bath in MSc Computer Science program. So there is a program which is MSc Computer Science. Unfortunately, when I checked it a few days back, I just came across that up University of Bath Pakistan ko le nahi rahi in Women in STEM scholarship due to some reason. So maybe that was some other program or अभी जो वेबसाइट पे शो कर रहे हैं वो, लेकिन उन्होंने जो कंट्रीज हैं वो सिर्फ 4 रखी हुई है फिलहाल. So you can still apply for many others and still there is like 2 programs where University of Bath is taking Pakistan and in one they are not taking. So आप explore कर सकते हैं and do check कि आपका list है कि नहीं country. Otherwise you will just waste like time. And the second thing was my motivational letter. I basically spent my entire week or 2 weeks, I feel, and then I double checked it with my seniors, with my teachers to make sure the motivational letter is finally good. So I basically focused on my passion for computer science and what my vision is for contributing to the tech industry. And then I highlighted case specific examples जो मैंने specifically STEM में achieve की हुई हैं. For example, मैंने कोई ambassadorships की हुई हैं and then मैंने कोई certificates achieve किए हुए हैं. कोरोना का टाइम था, so उस टाइम मैंने काफ़ी ज़्यादा certificates earn कर लिए थे different languages में, Python में, programming में. So I attached that, I referred that in my motivational letter. You have to show them that you are not earning enough, or either your family is not earning enough, so because of which you need this scholarship. Because scholarship सिर्फ उन्हीं लोगों को वो देंगे the top people who they think deserve it. So don't try to like show out too much of your expenses, even if you are earning it and if you want it, because एक specific limit तक ही वो scholarship देते हैं, because obviously it is a full funded scholarship. So you need to be in that category to apply for this. IELTS scores में basically I mentioned my IELTS score, my English proficiency and level. So basically I was in level 2. So you can also mention yours. You get that score when you do the IELTS. So I don't remember that certificate. Basically जो certificate आपको मिलता है वो आपने attach करना होता है. And then for my CV, I showed my professional experience at AlphaBold, SA Systems, any other job I did, any other freelancing I was doing it. So freelancing का experience मैंने डाला था. And then I also added my ambassadorships, my work as a volunteers. So I added all that. Also, I highlighted my research work and other notable achievements in the CV. So for the application tips to you, I would recommend you कि आप एक motivational letter लिखें which is very genuine and actually represents you. Be very honest. मैंने कोई ChatGPT इस्तेमाल नहीं किया था because उस टाइम पे था भी नहीं इतना इसका hype नहीं थी. And secondly, I didn't ask anyone to write it for me. I wrote it myself in the simplest English, which can basically communicate myself to others. It was 2-page a motivational letter. You can even go for 1 or 1.5. And then you have to connect your personal journey to your passion for STEM. So you have to write a story. You have to start from how you started working for maybe for yourself, and then how you started earning scholarships. So I started from very basic, how I got in the university, and even before that, how I got the scholarship for my high school. So basically, I got a scholarship in high school to study in Islamabad, Pakistan. So I even mentioned that because I was earning scholarships from very start. So I presented everything to be very honest with everyone, and उनको ताकि पता चले कि why I deserve this scholarship. So you need to basically convince them and write a whole story about yourself. What is your income and kind of how you are studying? What are you doing to basically like learn and basically get the education and everything? बाकी आपके achievements. You need to highlight your unique contributions in your field. If you are interested in sports, you can mention that. If you earned an award, you can mention that too. You need to include your research work. Even though अगर आपने किसी second author के साथ भी as a second author भी कोई paper publish किया है, even if you are earning some certificates, कोई leadership roles हैं, and the leadership roles can be very basic. For example, हम universities में as a volunteer apply करते हैं, as ambassador apply करते हैं. For example, NTS हो गया, या फिर जो छोटे छोटे लड़कियां अक्सर ये अवार्ड सेरेमनीज और इन सब में कंट्रीब्यूट करी होती है, यू कैन मेंशन दैट, यू कैन मेंशन इट एज अ वॉलंटियर वर्क. And then in your CV, I will say you have to be very precise, tailor it for your scholarship. Don't make your CV more than 1 page. Just like stick to 1 page. Follow a very good template. I think I used Europass for my CV. You can use any other, but remember to be very efficient. You need to mention your qualifications and your achievements. Mention your links to your certificates, your LinkedIn profile if you have, and any other these kind of things. And for proof of proficiency, you can mention your TOEFL score, IELTS score, GRE scores, and any other proficiency which highlights your skills in English language. So मैं बहुत fast तो नहीं हूँ. अगर I am, so you can stop me anywhere.
नहीं ठीक है, हम लोग क्वेश्चंस लास्ट में ले लेंगे, लास्ट 15 मिनट्स में.
Okay, so for now, important information for this scholarship is that you have to visit the official British Council website to find the participating universities of your country. Specifically, आप पाकिस्तान को filter out करेंगे, and even if you are from any other country, and then you can see कि कौन सी universities हैं which are actually part of this scholarship, and then you have to choose the university and the STEM program you want to apply to. And then you have to complete the application process, which is outlined by the chosen university. So basically, the process is not specific. अगर मैं यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ बाथ पे जाऊँ तो दैट प्रोसेस वाज वेरी सिंपल एंड वेरी इजी. मुझे इतना ज़्यादा कोई डॉक्यूमेंट्स जमा नहीं करने थे. आई डिड नॉट हैड टू सबमिट एनी काइंड ऑफ बैंक स्टेटमेंट्स और एक्स्ट्रा डॉक्यूमेंट्स और the stamps and everything, वो जो पूरा प्रोसेस होता है, it was not that hard and fast in this university, but that would be for some universities too. So you can just simply select a university, for example University of Bath, go to that website and then you can simply apply for admission, and जो process उसमें लिखा हुआ है admission का, you have to follow that. Remember to double check कि आपके जितने भी documents हैं वो सब होने चाहिए. Even if you miss one, you get like -1 points, so you don't miss anything. And then application ka period, typically it opens in November, and now it is opened when I checked yesterday, and then it closes by February. So you have to apply soon, like now, because February mein universities get very less, or aapke chances to get selected get very less too. So I'll encourage you to apply in all the universities which are taking women in STEM in November as well as in December with your IELTS scores. And then requirements यही है कि आपकी transcript होनी चाहिए. You should have at least 2 letter of recommendations from a highly graded professors. So even if you are from any university or if you have contacts for any good professors, just go to them, ask them to give you a letter of recommendations, and then a motivational letter, IELTS, CV, application form. So यहाँ पे बाकी सब चीज़ें तो compulsory हैं, लेकिन letter of recommendation and any extra proficiencies are not, तो आपको वो भी डालनी है. Like, don't just go for the required documents. You can add extras too, which will even more enhance your application. And then कुछ universities में there is a interview process, and at the last they just ask you and get your motivation, okay, why you want to apply here, what is your motivation for this scholarship. So you need to do your research, and you need to know everything about STEM, the fields, why are you applying for it, what is your interest in the program. And one more thing, कि जब आप letter of motivation लिख रहे होते हैं, in the last paragraph or the second last paragraph, you have to mention कि जो प्रोग्राम आप अप्लाई कर रहे हैं वो प्रोग्राम आप क्यों अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. So you have to show your interest. So आपने सिर्फ ये नहीं कहना कि मेरा कंप्यूटर साइंस में इंटरेस्ट है and I am applying here because मैंने हमेशा से कंप्यूटर पढ़ी है and I have interest. You have to specifically mention कि जो प्रोग्राम आप अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, for example if it is MSc data science, you have to show कि I am so much into coding and algorithms and I have worked in this field and I have successful projects. तो आपने उस फील्ड के बारे में सारी इंफॉर्मेशन डालनी है in your motivational letter, which shows कि आप किसी वजह से इस स्पेसिफिक प्रोग्राम में इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हैं. So then why apply for women in STEM? Basically, it provides you a full coverage of your tuition fees. There is a monthly stipend which you get for your living expenses. And when I calculated the living expense, you easily save up approximately 1 lakh PKR, even if you are done with all your expenses. So basically, I calculated it like by comparing 2 different stipends to see कि UK के expenses match होते हैं कि नहीं, so you can easily match them. You can easily spend everything and then still you will left with some money to save. So it is a very good amount. And then they have a coverage for your travel cost, and then from to and from UK, they give you the coverage. There is application fees, which is a lot. So it is very good कि आपको वो भी मिल जाती है. Health insurance coverage, and in some cases you also get covered for your IELTS exam fees. So ये है कि सब चीजें एक स्कॉलरशिप में नहीं होंगी, but obviously the tuition fees is covered, the stipend is covered, and your visa application fees is covered. So आपको at least थोड़ी सी saving चाहिए होगी अपने पास, but I think that is a lot better than for a 2 years degree program. Yeah, so for lastly, I would just say that the journey is started. You don't need to get demotivated, because many people जिनसे मेरी बात होती है, they are very demotivated कि why I am not getting the scholarship, and many others are, because when I was applying, I used to get this demotivation. So just to be very honest, I applied 2 times in Women in STEM in year 2022 and in year 2023. So in year 2022, I didn't get the scholarship. I got it in second time. So that is a very big motivation for you guys कि आपने first time पे छोड़ नहीं देना. And first time पे मैं अपनी गलती अगर बताऊं, so I asked someone else to write my motivational letter, which was my mother basically. My mother wrote a motivational letter for me. She basically wrote it and I have to rewrite it. But obviously that was not me. So I feel like that was a little bit bad part for my letter. I didn't spend a lot of time in my application. I remember कि 2 दिन बाद deadline थी and I was just writing my letters and doing everything in a haphazard way, which is very bad. So many people जिनसे मेरी बात होती है, they were saying कि हम भी ऐसे जल्दी ही applications में apply करते हैं. We don't spend a lot of time. So you have to spend a lot of time in one applications, because it is always better to get one scholarship than not getting any. So I would just really motivate all the girls, because I feel like independence as a girl, getting freedom as a girl in a positive way is always better than getting stuck in home and not doing anything. Because I feel like for my journey, I am really happy for all the work I did, for all the money I spent. I remember even for getting in Norway, I had to spend everything I had in my hand. Even though मेरी scholarship थी, still you have to spend a big amount before you come here and get the reimbursement. So I spent everything I had in my hand. But now I have a lot of things which I wouldn't have at that time. So I'm still happy, and I'm very much satisfied. My family is satisfied because obviously I'm doing what I wanted to do since forever. So I would just say, if I can do it, you can too. You can get my help. You can get in contact with me in any ways. So I can approach to you and I can give you some recommendations if you want. Yeah, that's all. You can ask any questions if you have, and these are the resources which I used.
Okay, so can you please share this PPT with all
Yeah.
of? Yeah, cool. यस, सो रिसोर्सेज यहाँ पर है. अच्छा, अगर आप ब्रिटिश काउंसिल की वेबसाइट पे जा सकती हैं और दिखा
हाँ.
सकती हैं कि वेयर वी कैन सर्च आउट द लिस्ट, और हमें कंट्री कहाँ से मिलेगा.
ओके, अच्छा मैं दोबारा शेयर कर लेती हूँ.
हाँ, या श्योर.
Let me know if you can see it.
Yep.
Okay, so if you go simply to the British Council website, okay, यहाँ पे you can see the video too, and then down they are giving that applications for women STEM scholarships will open, so they are not finalized yet in this. But आप थोड़ा wait भी कर सकते हैं till you get the scholarship, and then it is mentioned that they award over 300 scholarships. Then they have a percentage for women. And अभी यहाँ पे तो इतनी information इन्होंने नहीं दी because they don't have the applications opened. But if you specifically search 2024, so here it's said कि mid of June में आपका process start हो जाएगा. UK की institutions में आप apply कर सकते हैं. These are the available scholarships. See, available scholarship Brazil, Mexico, and then आप यहाँ पे eligibility criteria जो मैं यहाँ से मैंने check किया था. What does the scholarship includes? How can you apply? अगर आप स्पेसिफिकली पाकिस्तान लिखें तब भी वो आपको काफी इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगा. Yeah. So यहाँ पे आपको यूनिवर्सिटी की एक लिस्ट मिल जाएगी जो जो आपको ये scholarships provide कर रही हैं. And then what you have to do is to just go to the university specifically. So this is a great scholarship which is now जो यहाँ भी फिलहाल निकली हुई है, वैसे they are highlighting that this is Pakistan. And जो यूनिवर्सिटी मैंने अप्लाई की थी, I will just go to that. University of Bath. Yes. And you have to write women in STEM. So basically वो आपको provide करते भी हैं, लेकिन अभी तक वो ब्रिटिश काउंसिल में I think आई नहीं है dates. इसी वजह से वो इतना दे नहीं रहे. But if you just simply go to University of Bath, कुछ universities हैं जो बहुत open है. So यहाँ पे ये है जो cost वगैरह वो cover कर रहे हैं women in STEM में. यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ बाथ की है specifically. यहाँ पे ट्यूशन फीस देंगे आपको, मंथली स्टाइपेंड की ये अमाउंट है। आइलर्स की एग्जाम फीस देंगे, रिटर्न इकोनॉमी क्लास, वीजा, and then there are some comments. What is the eligible programs? So I applied for this one, MSc Computer Science. If you go to this one, you have to go to specific program. आप स्टडी कर सकते हैं. It was just for 1 year, and then you have to apply to BAT. अच्छा, यहाँ पे आप स्पेसिफिकली पढ़ भी सकते हैं कि प्रोग्राम में क्या होगा, कितने इयर्स का होगा, क्या पढ़ाया जाएगा, जस्ट टू सी. एंड देन यहाँ पे ये मेरा भी अकाउंट आ रहा है. तो ये मेरी एप्लीकेशन थी. नहीं, ये आई थिंक अभी उन्होंने दिया हुआ है स्टार्ट डेट का, जो मेरा 2023 में था. तो यहाँ पे आपने अपना सिंपली अकाउंट क्रिएट करना है. आफ्टर क्रिएटिंग ऑल ऑफ योर अकाउंट आपके पास एक लॉगिन रजिस्टर आ जाएगा, जैसे अभी मेरे पास आ रहा था. एंड इट वॉन्ट हैव एनीथिंग नाउ, आई फील लाइक. हाँ, बिकॉज अब मेरा वो एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस खत्म हो चुका है, लेकिन आप उसको दोबारा से लॉगिन रजिस्टर करके अप्लाई कर सकते हो अगेन. सो आई थिंक दैट क्लियर्स. अच्छा, ये और कोई?
Yes, it's now clear. Okay, so if we think about the steps, so what is the very first step? What I'm understanding is like for the very first step is to get admit in one university जो कि eligible है ब्रिटिश काउंसिल के साथ. उसके बाद हमें वुमेन इन स्टेम के लिए स्कॉलरशिप अप्लाई करनी है. ओके, सो इट्स नॉट समथिंग लाइक कि पहले हम लोग स्कॉलरशिप डायरेक्ट अप्लाई नहीं होगी, सबसे पहले एडमिशन चाहिए, देन उसके बाद.
नहीं, सबसे पहले आप सिंपली अप्लाई करोगे जैसे आप हर यूनिवर्सिटी में करते हो. इवन इफ समवन कैन अफोर्ड, तो आप सिर्फ एडमिशन अप्लाई करो. देन यू विल गेट, आई थिंक इन 2 months, आई गॉट 2 months और 1 month के पीरियड में आपको एक ईमेल आती है कि नाउ यू गॉट द एडमिशन, इट इज ऑन यू कि आप ऑफर एक्सेप्ट करो या रिजेक्ट करो. सो एक पीरियड होता है, उसके अंदर आपने ऑफर एक्सेप्ट करनी है. यू हैव टू चेक योर ईमेल्स.
ठीक है.
जब आप एक्सेप्ट करोगे तो उसके साथ 2 पीडीएफ्स आती हैं. वन इज विच के आप एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हो कि नहीं. सेकंड वन इज कि आपको अब क्या करना है. सो इन वन केस यू हैव टू सबमिट द ट्यूशन फीस इफ यू आर नॉट अप्लाइंग फॉर स्कॉलरशिप. सेकंड ये है कि अब आपके पास स्कॉलरशिप अप्लाई करने के लिए अप्रैल तक टाइम होता है.
ठीक है.
ठीक है, मेरे पास अप्रैल तक टाइम था. मुझे स्कॉलरशिप अप्लाई करनी थी वुमेन इन स्टेम बेसिकली, और वो उस यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर ही वो फीड कर देते हैं. अलग से आपको कोई वेबसाइट सर्च करके नहीं अप्लाई करना होता, उस यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर होता है. देन यू अप्लाई फॉर स्कॉलरशिप. जब आपको स्कॉलरशिप मिल जाती है तो यू स्टार्ट गेटिंग दी रिसिप्ट्स एंड एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम यूनिवर्सिटी. एंड देन स्कॉलरशिप आप उनको ईमेल कर देते हो कि मैं स्कॉलरशिप अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ. सो यू हैव टू कीप इन टच विद देम ताकि आपकी एप्लीकेशन लॉस ना हो जाए. एंड दे नो कि आप फीस नहीं पे करोगे एंड यू आर अप्लाइंग फॉर स्कॉलरशिप. फिर आपको स्कॉलरशिप मिल जाती है. देन वो आपको एक और ईमेल आएगी जिसमें यू विल फाइनली टेल देम कि यू आर एक्सेप्टिंग दिस दी क्या कहते हैं द जॉब और नॉट. लाइक बेसिकली आप वो एमएससी करना चाह रहे हो कि नहीं. एंड देन आपका एक इंटरव्यू होगा.
सही.
सो इट इज अ लॉन्ग प्रोसेस. एडमिशन के वक्त वो इंटरव्यू उन्होंने मेरे से तो नहीं बोला था, सो मे बी इट वेरीज. कुछ के लिए वो कर भी सकते हैं, बट मुझे डायरेक्ट ईमेल आई थी फॉर एक्सेप्टेंस. एंड ये जो पोर्टल है, इस पोर्टल पे आपने काफी इन रहना है. यू हैव टू लाइक डेली चेक इट कि वो कोई नया डॉक्यूमेंट तो नहीं मांग रहे या आपकी किसी चीज में कोई कमी तो नहीं है. बिकॉज सम पीपल सबमिट इट लाइक कभी उनको और प्रूफ चाहिए होता है. सो यू हैव टू कीप चेकिंग इट एंड कीप अपलोडिंग द डॉक्यूमेंट्स.
ओके, सो अगर हम लोग मोटिवेशन लेटर की बात करें, सो इट्स द की थिंग, क्योंकि मोटिवेशन लेटर की बेस के ऊपर ही सारी सिलेक्शन होनी है. व्हाट इज द मतलब एक मोटिवेशन लेटर को लिखने का क्या टेक्निक होनी चाहिए? पहला पैराग्राफ क्या होना चाहिए, सेकंड और थर्ड और द लास्ट?
Yeah, so for first paragraph, you need to specifically mention कि आप की family के background क्या. So basically you have to start from very basic कि you belong from this family and this town which is a very small town or whatever. And then आपको second paragraph में जाते हुए अपना interest show करना start करना है कि why you opted for computer science and then why you got this interest and all. And then third paragraph में you need to mention the program for which you are applying. So basically, if you are applying for MSc Computer Science, why are you applying for it? Why you have like read all the curriculum and the syllabus, and now you have the interest for this field and whatever. And then last paragraph में you need to specifically mention कि आप women in STEM में apply करना चाह रहे हो for this scholarship and why you need it. So there's a 4 paragraphs which you need to like break down your motivational letter, but you need to give the motivation in the first paragraph that you deserve it and why do you deserve it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So अगर किसी के पास रिसर्च एक्सपीरियंस वगैरह कोई इस चीज नहीं है तो क्या वो मतलब एप्लीकेशंस की कंसिडर होगी मतलब फॉर द स्कॉलरशिप और इस तरह की कोई चीज?
Yeah, so basically when I applied, I had no research papers. I had no experience with the research. Specifically, I had no interest. But then when I applied for MTNU, I started developing those interests. So अगर आपके पास कोई research experience नहीं भी है, even though then you can apply. And I am the example. But I will encourage कि अगर you have some job experience, you can include that. So that is a plus.
Cool. Anyone has any question? So otherwise we can close this session. You can ask in the chat box as well, or maybe you can open your mic. Yes. Yes, you can open your mic. वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछना था कि अगर मैं दिसंबर के स्टार्ट में आइल्स देती हूँ तो ज्यादा लेट तो नहीं होगा?
अगर मैं
दिसंबर के स्टार्ट में देती हूँ आइल्स एग्जाम, पेपर बेस देना है मुझे बेसिकली, तो ज्यादा लेट तो नहीं होगा? मतलब इफेक्ट तो नहीं होगा? जैसे आपने कहा था कि अगर स्टार्ट में अप्लाई करें तो ज्यादा चांसेस होते हैं और एंड पे अप्लाई करें तो कम होते हैं।
हाँ, ये थोड़ा है कि when you apply in the start you have many universities where you can apply, and when you apply late, but it is always better if you can include your IELTS. तो अगर आप IELTS का वेट कर रही हो, it is better कि आप IELTS के साथ ही अप्लाई कर लो।
थैंक यू।
Okay, so I don't think so we have any further questions, but you can please share this link of of this PPT either in the PDF or maybe a link, so it would be good for us. So thank you so much, Noor.
Thank you.
Hope you have a nice day today.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Bye bye.